Whoops.
Get this away from the mic.
But showing people that I only drink water.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? My name is Sean.
My name is Megan.
We're the fam, the fish fam to be specific. And tonight we got Dune episode 3, Dune Prophecy episode 3. The first 2 episodes of Dune we've watched off camera. We just created this channel, but oh shoot, oh lord,
Bro.
I just disconnected my headphones. Hold up. First 2 episodes of Dune Prophecy.
Yep.
Very long.
Yep.
Very lore heavy. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of action. It's a very political show. Very intriguing though. We have Dune. I have Dune 2 in my top. Actually, it's my favorite movie of all time. Let me just say that Dune 2, Dune Part 2, is my favorite movie ever. Saw it in theaters 3 times. Really good. It was incredible. I love Dune Part 2. I love Dune Part 1. We love Dune. Very, very new to Dune. We're not like old heads.
I feel like Dune kind of just popped up out of nowhere, you know? Like, it just all of a sudden was like, oh, by the way, here's this new movie that's coming out. Like, the Part 1, it just kind of like, we were like, oh, okay, cool. The marketing wasn't very big. Yeah, no. Yeah. And then, you know, I remember watching the first one in theaters, and it was like, oh, okay, well, we stopped in the middle of the movie. Yeah. Like, we got all the prophecies for nothing to show for it, so then Part 2 popped off. Then Part 2 showed up in theaters, like, and it was on site. Crazy. On site. So we're hooked, pretty much. Hooked. So Prophecy is here, the start of the Bene Gesserit. First 2 episodes are cool. Episode 2 had this wild sex scene that I'm so glad we didn't have to edit. Hopefully there's no more of those. We'll see if it says sexual situations in the top, which might mean much more than a sexual situation. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. That was very misleading. But hopefully they don't make us go to hell and back with this editing. So let's see what we're talking about here. This is going to be a long episode, so we're going to cut it down for you guys as much as we can. Give this video a like and a subscribe if you guys are enjoying it. We're really trying to evolve and get better as time goes on. So, yeah, I say let's get into it. Let's do it. Without further ado, Dune Prophecy Episode 3, Sisterhood Above All.
The usual.
She said the usual as if they weren't all eating from the same freaking big monster.
Right, what specialty orders do you have? Can I get a piece of the damn eyeball? The usual.
The usual. Like a spleen, please. All right.
You mock, but it's a fact. I'd like to shove it in Vorian's face once you've made your mark.
He's definitely in Game of Thrones. The older...
The old guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he's like one of the guys that's like on the wall. He's like part of the I can't remember what they're called now. The wall. The big wall in Game of Thrones, you know, the big icy wall.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like on the wall. Yeah, he's part
he's one of the black.
Yeah.
One of the one of the
whatever they're called.
Yeah.
The crows?
No, the guard, the watch.
Yeah, the watch.
The watch. Yeah.
Yeah. He's part of, like, I'm pretty sure.
We should be leaders of the Imperium.
I don't understand where it comes from. Your greed, this entitlement.
I don't want to just endure. This complacency is a disease. If we don't act now, it will infect...
No, hold up. Why is she talking, though? Like, I don't understand that. How are you going to sit there and be like, we got slighted. Like, this whole thing is a lie. And she's like, you're greedy. This is like, what?
I'm still trying to learn all the background of the families.
Essentially, the Harkonnens, because, right, in the Dune movies, the Harkonnens are the evil, ugly, whitewashed bad guys. Like, they're, like, super gross. What we're learning is that, of course, like, every movie nowadays, it's like, the bad guys weren't always the bad guys. Like, they were once good guys, you know what I mean? So I guess the Harkonnens in the war against the AI, the machines that happened 100 years ago, so they're like, I guess the Harkonnens were like a hero, but the Atreides were the ones that got the glory. So obviously the victors get to rewrite history, right?
Right.
Whoever wins is the one who tells the story. So the Atreides, Paul, his family, the Atreides tell the story, and so I guess the whole story is predicated upon this idea that the Atreides, like, were heroes, but they threw the Harkonnens under the bus. Like, oh, they fled in the middle of the battle, and they're cowards, so they lost all their status. But they're like, no, he was a hero, but that's revisionist history.
Okay.
You know?
I mean, that makes sense.
It does make sense. My point was
going
just like,
with
she's
it.
kind of talking right now, and it's crazy that you hear that and you're like, what are you talking about? Like, shut up, like, bro.
Also, that the mom with the mom of this family, it seems like she's also in she's the mom in Bridgerton.
Oh,
Yeah,
they got an all-star cast, huh?
I know. I was like, you see a lot of like the same actors and actresses that are like in Game of Thrones, especially, and stuff like this, like the very like fantasy action based, but also like fantasy romance, so that would move into Bridgerton, like stuff like that.
Interesting.
So it makes sense that, I don't know,
old-timey vibes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
even though this takes place 10,000 plus years in the future. But
right.
whatever.
Still,
that's pretty cool.
Same thing.
Yeah.
This sounds like Game of Thrones. It looks like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Is she right?
They're not like you, Alia.
You mean like us?
Okay, so clearly something's gonna happen to Bro, because we don't see him at all in anything after this. So clearly
he's just gonna be more motivation for later.
he's gonna get clapped up, and she's gonna turn into whatever we see later on. Good to know.
Because of you, I didn't die that day.
The voice.
Yeah.
You're not entitled or greedy. You're extraordinary. That's why if you think the best course of action is to track down...
I think this is interesting because they've never explored that before. Like, how the voice can be used for something that's as good as saving someone, you know?
Oh, yeah. Every time we see it, it's like slit your throat.
Exactly. Right. Which was the last big time in this show, at least, that they featured the voice, which is, I guess, it's technically
she created
it. She's the one
the
that created
inventor of it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. And I mean, she can use it for good or bad, which, I mean, in the original, like, the first two movies we saw, it was just kind of like the voice was, you know, you're controlling people. Yeah. So it's not seen as necessarily a good thing.
It's like an inherently dark power.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see like this kind of context with it.
You can use it to force someone to save their own life. That's interesting.
We deserve to make it.
We will. We'll see.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No way. No way.
There's no way.
Low key.
The next scene.
I thought that's what the whole episode was going to be about. I thought the whole episode was going to be a flashback of how she lost her brother. Next scene, this nigga dead, bro. Oh, Lord. I needed that.
Wait, he might, I don't know. Maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's
dead,
just sick.
bro.
Let's see.
He's dead.
Until we meet again.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah. Jeez.
All right. Okay, so are we going to go into how that happened or why?
Doesn't matter. He's freaking dead. Doesn't matter.
Orion murdered Griffin and now he's disappeared again. It's not fair. I want the Atreides to suffer like we have.
So an Atreides killed him.
But I can't because they're making me go.
Here's my issue, right? I'm not gonna lie, I hate to be this person, but I have an issue with this, right? I understand It sucks nowadays that we've lost the concept of just good guys and bad guys in a story. Like, yes, Dune was always more complex. Like, Dune, if you read the original Dune books, you got to be at least a bachelor's level degree graduate to read those books. Like, I struggle. I'm a master at the English language, I would think. I struggle to read those books. So, they're very complex, they're very well made. But there's a very clear idea that the Harkonnens just suck. Like, they're the ones that exploit, they're the ones that enslave, you know what I mean? And the Atreides aren't perfect, but they just are a good family. They're just noble and kind. And so I hate this idea, because I just watched a review for Wicked, right? And I know Wicked, you know, it's a play first. The movie didn't invent this, but this idea that the Wicked Witch wasn't always wicked. You know, she was a good person, and it was the good witch that actually slighted her. And now, you know what I mean? It's like, how many times do we have to go over this idea that the bad guy was once a good guy, so you should feel sorry for them because they were once the good guy, and the good guys actually suck. I understand that's kind of like how real life works. Like, trust me, I know how history works. Look at my hair, right? I know how history works. But, like, at the same time, I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
No,
it's kind of annoying.
I get it. I think also just because of the way that they're going about this show, like, they're highlighting the leader of the Bene Gesserit right now, which is a Harkonnen.
Right.
So they're just going into her story, not necessarily like, I don't think they're trying to make you feel bad for her.
Well, but she's the main character,
the evil one in this. She's killed people. She has secrets.
Right, but she's our protagonist, right? So the point of the story is
true.
they're going like, hey, look, this is a Harkonnen that's good. Look, she's a good person. The Harkonnens weren't always evil, but the Atreides were the evil ones. Like, dude, like, okay, I get it, but I just don't like this idea that the only way to make a villain interesting is by making it, like, feel bad for them. Look, they were the ones that, like, dude, I don't know why that pisses me off so much. I can't really make my case for it right now. Maybe I can. I don't want to take that much time. I've just been noticing that trend a lot, is my point. I've been noticing that a lot, and it's just, whatever. Let's get,
that makes
whatever.
Sense.
Sister Lila? She didn't survive the agony.
Damn. I forgot about that.
I had hoped to reach Raquella for answers. It's Desmond Hart. What are you gonna do?
Anytime someone's that quick to solve a riddle, it's wrong. Anytime there's a prophecy, clearly it's Desmond Hart. She could also be talking about Paul Atreides. Because remember, the vision can be for this immediate situation, this doomsday. I think it's a double prophecy. Maybe it has an immediate meaning, but she saw far into the future, those blue eyes looking out from space. That's Paul looking through time, because he has, once he takes the spice and all that, he gains the ability to look through space and time. I think those were his eyes looking into the past. But so I think one born twice of blood and of spice, bars. I think that could be Paul as well, the key to the reckoning, because he's also the crux of what happens in the Dune universe and like the ultimate salvation of. But the fact that she answered it that quickly, Desmond Hart, of course. Part of me thinks they're throwing us off. There's no way it's that easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, then how would Paul Atreides be technically born twice then?
Well, because remember, he dies. The prophecy,
Oh,
part of
when
the
he takes
prophecy,
the
when he takes the
poison?
spice.
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
part of the prophecy is
Yeah.
that he will come back from death. He's
okay.
he's born once of blood, and he's born again from spice. That the whole resurrection motif, he comes back from the dead as Lisan
What was
al-Gaib.
the second part of that that riddle?
She didn't say it there. They didn't say the whole prophecy.
Okay.
She said one born twice.
Okay.
So, I don't know, because he comes back as Lisan al-Gaib, right? He comes
Right.
back as the Messiah. So, I don't know. I think they could be setting up a bigger plot, and her issue, the thing that's going to be her downfall, is that she's nearsighted. She thinks it's right now, but the prophecy takes place over thousands. I don't know. We'll see.
No one has ever returned from the state this child is in. Keeping Sister Lila in this limbo sows pain and confusion. I am sorry this happened, But Mother Valia has made it very clear.
I don't want to keep pausing, but I feel like I gotta say it when it happens. The fact that she very clearly just said no one has ever returned from the state she's in. Someone that comes back from death. They keep highlighting that motif. Obviously, Desmond got swallowed by the worm.
So maybe it's gonna be her.
Maybe it's her. Maybe it's you know.
So, Tula, how'd you meet Ori?
Oh, I was at a market, and he struck up a.
Continue this later.
I could use a hand.
Imagine taking your significant other to meet your family, and their cousin starts feeling on you like that. That's crazy. Am I the only one that's feeling that? Like, he's like being weird, bro.
I was trying to figure out who these people were.
It's like her significant other, like they're dating, and she's meeting his family.
Oh,
that's what's happening. So he came up to her. He's like, bro, can you back up? Like, Unk?
Check his legs.
What happened?
We were coming down from the ridge and the path gave way.
Broken. 2 places. I'm sorry, Ori. We do what we must to her.
Especially in that. As much as I hate to say it, especially in that kind of environment. Okay.
This will be better.
I know something faster, personally.
Yeah.
They don't use guns in the Dune universe. That's right.
I was gonna say
they don't use guns.
Just because the leaders are told it doesn't mean they'll use it to good ends. Truth is a tool.
Also, one of these actresses here is also in Bridgerton.
Jeez, man.
Yep.
This is why I have you on here.
And who should determine how to use this
The
tool?
only reason.
You? You know what truth I see, sister? You are scared because you have nothing to serve. No purpose, nowhere to put all that hurt and anger. You know how truly alone you really are. Use this truth to motivate your actions.
Tomorrow you will be tested. Humble yourself and commit.
Okay, this girl that's talking right now, this woman, she's the one that dies.
Yeah,
right?
She kills her.
Yeah, when she's like way older. Right?
A little bit older.
I don't know.
It's the same actress, so it's the same.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm thinking a different.
From like the first scene of episode 1.
Yeah, okay. So she still is this age when she kills this woman.
Yes.
Okay.
But this is when she first starts. Okay. Eventually she becomes like high enough rank that the Grand Master calls for her.
Got you. Okay.
I feel like at that point, you're standing out there in the cold. You gotta meditate out there. You're just gonna say it to go back inside. You know what I mean? Like, it's raining now. Hell no. I just did my hair. Sisterhood above all.
Well,
I'm out of here.
The thing is, they're truth-sayers, right?
That's true.
So they're gonna know if you're lying or not. Like, you better get it right.
It's truth-saying all of them at once, though? There's only like 2 of them.
No, but I mean, not even in this moment. But like, if you say like Sisterhood above all now, then it's gonna show up later.
That's fair. I just meant in that moment. Like, it starts raining. You're like, Sisterhood above all. I'm going inside.
I'm kind of cold. You
know what I mean? Whatever.
You both know the truth. You'll always be a Harkonnen. Come!
Racist? I know what I just said about being tired of the whole, like, the bad guys are the victims. That did just make me sad. Like, that was messed up. I don't know.
Okay, I mean, the thing is, though, she ends up becoming the mother. This mother superior.
I don't know if she's evil, though. She's just doing what the mother told her to, at least the best she can. You You said she ends up becoming the mother. Well, like feeling bad for her?
No. I was just meaning like the fact that she stood back. She's the last one to say that sisterhood above all, but she ends up being Mother Superior.
Right.
Like, that's just interesting to me.
It is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sucker for crying. Made me feel sad. That felt messed up.
You marry me?
It's only been a few months. You don't even really know me.
That's all the time I need. I want to give you my life.
He's about to die.
My future.
Do we know what family he's in?
We know nothing about him.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna guess Atreides, but
That's what I was thinking at first, but I guess we'll see. So she has to know that, you know, her sister was like, Vorian Atreides killed our brother, you know? And she has to know what family this is, right?
no, I think that was the point. That just distracted her from hearing that. How she didn't know that before, I have no idea.
I don't
Either
know.
that or she's trying to kill him. This is all like a double ploy.
Maybe.
Because look at her face
Maybe.
at the end. She looked like...
Maybe.
You know what I mean? We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
For so long, all I wanted was to tell you.
Tell me what?
I was afraid if you knew who I really am, you'd never
So she
allow
did
yourself
know.
to get close to me.
So she just didn't tell
No.
him who she was.
My name isn't Tula Bell. I lied to you.
I was gonna say that last name sounds different.
It's Tula Harkonnen.
No one chooses the name they're born with. Can never blame you for that.
This is gonna be too nice.
Nothing would make me hate you.
There's only one way he's got to go.
It's what disagree.
Our families, yeah, they choose
Yeah,
hate.
no, bro.
Because what they're taught.
Too nice.
The disagreement between our ancestors during wartime,
Damn,
over
how
a
did they get like
century
bro,
ago,
though?
should
Hold up.
bleed into their future, but that's their burden.
Dang.
Dude is literally trying to be Romeo and Juliet right now. That's not working.
All he's
I'm
gonna get is
sorry.
the end of Romeo and Juliet. You feel me?
Well, considering that 10,000 years later, the feud is still happening. Yeah, I know. This dude is
He's
not...
getting clapped. And Tula's alone in the present.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no way.
You didn't see me.
Oh, she's been the op this whole time. Did she do all of this just to get inside of an Atreides? That's devious.
Did she, like, spike all of their...
They're all gone, bro. Damn.
I just got chills. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Sisterhood above all.
I'm doubling down on what I said. All of this, they were
That's
once the victims
crazy.
shit. Nah, bro.
No, that's
They're
what I'm
ops
saying.
forever.
Like,
That's crazy. Even if it was this whole, like, they slighted us. Doing that?
that's crazy. Because he said they've been dating for months now. So she's like, this is like sisterhood. Like, this is Bene Gesserit, typical Bene Gesserit. Like,
I wonder if she is a Bene Gesserit by now.
well, I don't know, because her sister's in the school, right? Like, and her sister's just
think
starting
so.
this. But the thing is, she's like practically already doing what
I
they
see.
are going to do.
Harkonnens
or
are ops
happen.
forever. I don't care what you say. I don't care what story you spin. That's an op move, bro.
Well, see, what you were saying earlier, like, I'm glad that they stuck to the, like, Harkonnens are the ones, like, that are evil. Like, they're just bad people. Like, and obviously.
And again, some people are going to be like, oh, but they got slighted for... Don't care. That's crazy.
There's no
That's
up, down.
crazy.
There's no two ways about it. Like, they're just... You murdered how many people? You literally manipulated an entire family. Yeah, I don't know.
That's so intimate. You got up in your blood. Let's continue.
Okay,
huh?
Okay, but the thing is, like, we just saw this play out, right? This is what the Bene Gesserit have been doing since the beginning.
It's true.
Like, they go in and they literally, like, invade these people's lives, right? And they, like, get to know them. They become their mother figures. They become lovers. They become, like, these important people in their societies, like, in their families. And then all for what?
Yeah.
All for just, it's a power play.
No, that's factual. All hail Lisan al-Gaib, who brings them down.
So we just got to see a first-hand experience of here's one situation.
Yep.
And there's so many more happening. So I'm like, whose side are we really on? Are we really on...
Not theirs.
Yeah, right?
I'm on Lisan al-Gaib's side all day, bro. Let's continue. We're going to be here forever.
Why would you let him live?
Is he gonna come back?
Is that gonna be the Atreides that extends
Sword
the
Master?
line? Oh.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
To the tunnels. It's time I show you my life's great work.
Your great work is underground.
In more ways than one.
Okay, Harriet Tubman. Oh my gosh. I knew she was gonna kill them. Damn. Oh!
I didn't think it would work so well.
Oh, okay. They knew. Okay.
How did you do that? Can you teach us how to do it? I was hoping you'd ask.
Ops. Every single one of them.
I imagine you're wondering why I've called you both in. I've been watching the two of you. You are the strongest among us.
I feel like the scary part for me would be the eye drops. Like, I'd be like,
Not the poison.
No.
It's never enough, is it? Your ambition, your rage. You've already cost us one child, and
Be quiet!
Every time that happens, it legitimately scares me.
I think it's so interesting that they're, like, targeting her, like, singling her out, as if, like, no matter what, she will always be the bad guy. You notice that? Like, the sister is the one who killed all of the Atreides, but they're targeting her for some reason. I wonder if it's because of that ability.
Maybe, but also she didn't even know. It didn't seem like she knew she could do it. Like, when she did it with her brother, it seemed like it was out of pure fear. You know what I mean? Like, she just said it. But I feel, honestly, I know before I defended her, at this point, her family's kind of right. She made her sister do it. What happens if they find out who did it? They're not going to come after her. They're going to come after her sister. And it was obviously Valia's idea. You know what I mean? Like, Tula didn't even want to do that, it seemed like. It didn't seem like she was really about that. I don't know.
What do you mean? Yes, she was. She did it. Like, she literally...
She did.
All...
But she said, would he? Would he be proud? She didn't have that in her heart. She wouldn't have done that. Valia was the one with all that rage, and she kind of manipulated her. Now she's, like, second-guessing it. Like, she doesn't seem like she's built like that. Even in the present, like, the two sisters are arguing over how to run the Sisterhood. Valia's just... Like, I guess she has tougher skin, but she's an op, man. She's dark.
I'm kind of wondering if she used the voice on her sister to kill them.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Then that would make her whole family being like, you made her do this would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they're just already thinking that.
Maybe they thought maybe that's what's about to happen. That she's gonna be like, did you do that to me?
Mm-hmm.
That ability? Let's see.
You scared me.
Shouldn't your eyes be blue? Look, your eyes turn blue after that.
Not necessarily.
Is that just time and exposure?
Yeah.
Maybe?
What happened?
Okay.
She entrusted me with the key. I order you to keep this child alive.
Initiating protocol.
I just want to say, they could go a couple ways with this, because she could, she's obviously going against natural things now, right? So this could either turn her into like what that Desmond Hart, he could turn him into what he is now. Which I mean would go with the prophecy, right? And then something else I thought of, and I don't remember what it was, so we're gonna move on. All right.
So that was the episode. These are long episodes. My goodness, I was feeling that. I was feeling the length of that episode. Pause on that. Definitely a backstory episode. This was one of those. They're trying to explain the two sisters. I'm trying to understand, like, what you were meant to feel. Like, were you meant to I guess maybe just understand where they came from. Not necessarily to paint them in a good light. It was just to show overall how they became.
Yeah. We definitely got more of their background and their motivation. So, like, why they... I guess more fuel to the Atreides-Harkonnen feud, right? I don't know, it's interesting because you see how, like, parallels. You see how, Tula was involved with the Atreides in a way that, led to her, whatever, being kind of somewhat attached to them in a way. But also with this, I don't remember her name, the girl that's dead because of the agony now. The young girl.
Damn it, whatever.
Yeah, so her, but now she's formed an attachment to her. So in a way, I wonder if that's her...
Sister Lila.
Yeah, Lila. I wonder if that's her kind of making up for what she did in the past. Like, she's not going to lose this one other person now.
Right.
There's a lot there. There's a lot of, like, overarching themes there that I feel like they could do a lot with moving forward. But we'll have to see.
I gotta say, I love the casting for young Tula. I love the young sisters. Young Valia, I will say the actress for Valia doesn't sell me on emotion. Whenever she does big emotional scenes... Like in the first episode when she like screams with the voice for the
voice
with the whatever that is, when she causes the air to kill herself, it's kind of cringy. She just doesn't do well. She doesn't sell me on the rage and the aggression. And same thing here when she yells at the end of the episode in the last flashback. I don't know, it just takes me out of it. It's like, oh, that was weird. Young Valia, it just doesn't have the chops for that, like, those big aggressive moments where she's screaming. Young Tula, amazing. She sold me entirely on the whole Atreides. That whole backstory was incredible. Feels like the show wants to be Game of Thrones so bad. Like, they're pulling so many people.
It's true.
From Game of Thrones,
which
from Bridgerton.
I feel like the whole Game of Thrones cast is like they're all in just so many different kinds of movies and TV shows. But I think I was wrong. Show. I think I was wrong though. That same actor that was King Robert, I think he was King Robert. Like, it was the same actor in the past and in the future.
Oh.
I'll have to we'll have to, I don't know, find a picture of him.
We'll see.
But yeah.
I thought it was a cool episode. Definitely, it was a lot of talking, a lot of politics, but there's a lot of explanation, a lot of good lore.
I mean, I did not have high hopes for this show just because, if they, the producers just kind of take these things way too far and it just kind of turns bad. So I'm like, so far, I'm still hooked.
It is good.
I like the story. I like what they're doing with this.
I'm interested to see what the point of the story is because we know how it goes, right? So the thing with a prequel is you have to justify your own existence. You have to justify the show's existence. So we know how this ends up. We know who the Harkonnens are. We know who the Atreides become. And we know how this whole genetic index thing turns out. It's Paul. That's the end goal, at least as far as the movies go. So I'm wondering what story they're trying to tell here about the Sisterhood and the way they operate. So we'll see.
And it would be interesting to see the end and how they tie it into
the show, the movie.
Yeah, the movies.
Yeah, I'm struggling to find the bigger motive. Like maybe I'm just struggling to see the bigger overarching theme right now. Maybe after some more thought, this was just a first watch. We'll get it more, but I think it's great. I think it's definitely Game of Thrones in space. 10,000 years in the future.
I was gonna say Star Wars and Game of Thrones just mashed together. That's
absolutely
literally.
So yeah, this is gonna be a beast to edit. Pray for us. Well, when you're seeing this, it'll be done. So, anyways, that's it for today. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.
Peace.